Welcome to the Trucking Safety Council of BC's Trucking Safety video series, focusing on moving and lifting. This video series will provide practical information on how to safely and effectively lift, carry, push, and pull loads to reduce risk of musculoskeletal injuries, such as back and shoulder problems. Hi, I'm Margot Fraser. I'm a Canadian Certified Professional Ergonomist, and I'll be introducing these methods with you today. This video, Preparing for Work, provides information on how to prepare yourself for work involving manual materials handling. This includes thinking about the work situation and the load so that you can prepare yourself to use the best and safest handling methods for the conditions. To prepare for handling or moving a load, we need to make sure that we are ready both physically and mentally. We can do this by following the safety process of stop, think, and act. First, stop and assess your own state. Then think about the situation, the environment, the load, and how you will move the load. Finally, act in the best and safest manner to avoid injuries. When you stop and assess your own state before starting work, make sure you are focused on the task at hand, that you know the proper work procedures for the work site and materials, and that you are physically prepared. Being physically prepared means that you make sure your body is warm before trying to move anything. Muscles are not as flexible when cold or after they have been in a stationary position, so there's a greater risk of injury. Lifting immediately after sitting can increase your risk of back and other muscle injuries. So take a few minutes to walk around and allow your body to recover. Walking, climbing stairs, and moving your body through the range of motions that will be required to do your job are also good ways to warm up. Do this reach for the sky exercise to help your back recover. Stand and reach over your head as high as possible, and then take a full, deep breath. You can do some shoulder circles, arm circles, and walk with long strides and do gentle trunk rotations. The next step in the stop, think, act process is to think about the work situation. Use the time while you're warming up your body to look around and find out if there are any hazards. If you'll be moving or carrying loads, walk the route and make sure your path is clear. Check to make sure there is somewhere to put the load down when you get to your destination, and be aware of your surroundings. Next, you need to think about the load you will be handling. Check the size, weight, handholds, and if it is unbalanced or awkward to handle. Next, you have to think about your plan to move the load. Your first choice should always be to use moving equipment like forklifts, dollies, and hand trucks, provided you are trained in how to use them. Ask other people to assist you with the load when needed. The last step in the stop, think, and act process is act. Use lifting and moving equipment whenever possible. If you must lift something manually, there are some key safety lifting and moving basics that must be followed. These key basics will be reviewed in the next videos in this series, so that you have the knowledge to make the best possible choices for manual handling. To recap, before you start any manual handling job, stop and make sure that you are physically and mentally prepared for the task. Then think and assess the hazards and the load to plan the best method to handle the material. Once you have thought everything through, then you can act to carry out your plan. If something changes or your plan is not going as anticipated, stop and begin the process again. This concludes the video Preparing for Work, Part 1 of the Trucking Safety, Moving and Lifting series. If you have any questions or are looking for more information, please contact the Trucking Safety Council of BC.